Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host Indranil Basu. Today's game is of course between SRH and ARA. It's so abbreviated version has come and has become such a practice these days. No one says actually Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Rajasthan Royals. It's too hectic to say like that. It's because it's T20 era where you have to just cut it short and make precise and just get to the point instead of beating around the bush. That's how it should be. If you're playing a T20 knock, you just can't take time all the time in the world to settle down. You just have to go there and start hitting the ball from the word go, which Shashank quite often does. I'm really extremely fond of his batting right now. The fact that he's not taken in the team, I can't get over that because we have to have that X factor for SRH Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's the X factor who is the class and factor, which is so important. It's class, really. And today they're up against the best team in the competition. They're fifth on that points tally. And how they are going to be able to beat Rajasthan Royals, that's one challenge they have in front of them. Because Rajasthan Royals is one team which is playing like a team, which is, every department of the game is functioning so well. I mean, they're that's what they say in office, right? What's your functional duty? The fact that you're part of the team, your functional duty is to ensure you make your team win, and which every player, even someone was unsold in the first go, was later taken by Rajasthan Royals. Sandeep Sharma has become the toast of the nation. People are actually putting him in the World Cup team, the way he's bowled, and this is the strength when the players who are not in the reckoning, national reckoning, they come and make people aware of their capability and they become a public conscious. They enter the public consciousness with so much of powerful impact, and that's what cricket is all about. It's not how many are playing in the World Cup. As we know, it's a one-day team which is going there to the West Indies, playing a T20 tournament. I don't know what's going to happen there, but we're joined by Mr. Abhishek Sarkar, former CEO of Pune Warriors, and of course Archiman Bhaduri, senior assistant editor with the Times of India, based out of Calcutta. He looks quite enlightened actually. There's a lot of light on his face, which is good. Calcutta is a very enlightening place as it is. But Mr. Sarkar, if I can say so, I'll do it differently, right? The Abhijit sir and all
Yes,
that,
yes,
it's become very mundane. I'll do it differently.
yes,
Mr. Sarkar, very
yes,
formal. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Most
So
welcome.
most welcome. So the T20 version, it's throwing new challenges every other day. What are your thoughts today? SRH versus SRH look like a team. They're not in top four right now. Remember, your team Lucknow is taking giant leaps. So how do you see SRH? What sort of challenge? Because they lost quite a lot of games, and batting second is quite a challenge for them, which is not the challenge for Rajasthan Royals. Your take on today's match?
Look, it's a very important match for us, and it's a competition between the most destructive batting unit against the best bowling unit of IPL this year. And as you know, but this is a factor, one important factor, the Hyderabad pitch doesn't spin. So as per the requirement of the batsman of the SRH, it's rightly done so. So that has to be seen how the not newly selected, who was the old warhorse, our Yadvendra Chahal performs, and the old warhorse Ashwin performs. That will be an important factor. And one approach which we like about SRS that okay, they are an all-out team. Like they will go all out, whatever happens, but they play their own. They don't change their plan. They are continuing with the same plan in the first 6 overs and as well as the middle overs. Even if they have lost because of that, but they change their plan or approach. So look, why one more thing I would like to point out, Indranil, that the approach about you were just mentioning about Travis Head or Klassen and other players. That is the new T20. That's why yesterday we were talking that we cannot consider India in the top four of the forthcoming T20 World Cup because the approach you will not find any batsman. Still our ideal is Virat Kohli. Still our idea. So if you take the see the batting of Rituraj Gaikwad, It's quite
true.
similar to the style of Virat Kohli only. Now that's why you like Shashank Singh, because that is the approach from the right from the word go for most important factor. Like especially because to mention, I would like to mention to you because you raised that topic. Like Australia didn't select McGurk. Why? McGurk, do you know Big Bash League McGurk average? McGurk's average was 115 strike rate. Here it is 200, 180. So they have considered what they have performed there in BBL and of course the West Indian pitches. On that basis, they have selected their whole team. So, and don't forget, as we say that we are pointing our finger on our players who are seniors. They have Matthew Wade in their team. He's quite senior and he has not performed well in IPL at all. But Matthew
He
Wade
has
is in
not
the
played
Australian team
regularly. Yeah, yeah.
regularly and not played well also. Not regular. He's not being considered by GT even. So
All right, all right.
but so the approach of our Abhishek has shown that some potential. Shashank is of course showing. Shashank showed some maturity also yesterday as per the pitch, the way pitch was playing. Yeah, if you compare with the Samir Rizvi, who was sent as a surprisingly sent as the impact player, that we will discuss later, of course. But we want players like that. Then only the selectors will be able to select.
All right, Mr. Madhuri, this is a age of abbreviated versions. Make it short, make it smart, make it concise, make it appealing. So this is T20 cricket, isn't it?
Right, right. So you can also be called IB instead of IQ.
So yeah, I mean, the way things are happening for, their captain Rajasthan uh, is batting so well. In fact, I'm still wondering why Kale is not taken in the team for the West Indies, the World Cup in the West Indies in the US. Uh, Sanju Samson, he's really shown a lot of maturity this time, and he's been playing IPL for last 10 years or so. First time I'm seeing him in that sort of element, that element of consistency. Earlier, Sanju used to be a one match wonder in IPL, but now he's moved on from there, which is a quite heartwarming thing to see, isn't it?
No doubt, no doubt. And Samson has matured quite a lot. In this time, you will see he is not only being consistent, he is playing much more confident innings. I have not seen panic in his innings. It's not that he is going for something unnatural or extraordinary something. He always knows that the things are under his control. So that is very important when you know that how far you can go. So that ability when it comes to your game, that helps you because you don't go for unnecessary risk. In T20, you have to go for risk, and whenever you go for risk, you are tangible to get wickets or the. But Samson is always under control. That is the most important thing. Whether he is coming, whether 2 wickets are down or 5 wickets are down, you see Samson's innings. He is always in control. It doesn't look like the situation he is in. So that makes a very big difference. That shows that he has matured with the game, and which is very much necessary because every game will be different. You will be placed in a different situation every time. Sometimes it will be very smooth ride. You will be 100 no loss,
True.
and sometimes it will be 100 for 7. But the
Yeah.
way you approach the game at that junction, that makes a difference between a big player and a general ordinary player. And any youngster actually tries gets panicky because I have got 5 wickets down. How can I go? But Samson is not doing that. That is very important for the team now this time.
So well said. So well. I'm so proud of your assessment. Really. Uh, Panic button. Whenever a team does well, Avijit sir, the panic button is not pressed. Whatever happens in the middle, if you lose 4 wickets also within power play, you can still win the game because you have batting. You have uh, that rule called impact player rule, which is going to go off next year. Looks like that's what you're aware of it,
Should go
right,
off.
Avijit sir?
Should go off
No, it's
because we
going off.
it's
It's
it,
gone.
it is harmful. It's harmful for Indian cricket. Although
Yes.
the franchises could have considered if they would have been good. Again, I will add that one line that if they would have had an option of good all-rounders, they would have easily bowled them. Either it is Mlomror or Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube bowled yesterday. You saw is he an appropriate option for Hardik Pandya. Although Hardik Pandya, I think in the last match he bowled quite well. So we don't have an option of all-rounders.
Yeah.
Even after organizing the best league, T20 league of the world, we are yet to have an option, get good option of Kapil Dev. So as an all-rounder, good all-rounder. So even the last World Cup which we won, it was all spinning all-rounders like Yuvraj and Raina and other players, of course, and the other pacers who bowled well. So, but here you the problem about the problem in the bowling category. And besides Bumrah, Siraj has the pace, but is he fit for T20 cricket? That he has to prove himself. Of course, the pitches will not be like the Indian pitches. Everybody is being hit here. Even Cummins is being hit. Mitchell Stark is also being hit. So we cannot standardize our assessment on that basis. So he may go and bowl well in West Indian wicket as well as US wicket, because the US wicket soil is being brought from Adelaide. So maybe how is that Adelaide wicket? I don't know, but it's like the soil is being used from Adelaide. What I have come to know. So on that basis, bowling is a matter of worry. The inspire we don't have backup for options, because if you are still considering a person who has not considered for the IPL and who was consistently performing in IPL, although but Sandeep Sharma, but we don't have an option. We don't have any
All right.
backup option for
But
the
I
bowler. So yeah,
no
but
no.
one thing I would like to add, but there has been the good thing is there has been consistency on the part of the selectors to select the back up the same players. That consistency should be there. Then only they
But it
will
should be
have
there.
the
But
confidence to prove.
Mr. Bhaduri, it took 1 year for the players to realize that this rule is bad for all rounders. To groom our all rounders. I mean, this is shocking. Last year also we had like right on top of our voices shouting, because everyone wants to see that total is of a team is getting affected. You're getting abnormal totals on the board. All rounders are getting affected, and then there are good strikers of the ball who are not getting enough. And Rinku Singh, the fact that he's not part of the how's the reaction? Tell me, in Calcutta, Rinku Singh not being taken. And I think Shreyas Iyer has not done a good job by putting him up the order. He wanted himself to be promoted. But Rinku should have batted up the order, right? What do you think?
Surely, Rinku should have batted up the order, and also for most of the matches, Rinku has been impact player used as an impact player. So he didn't even field also in most of the cases. He's a good
And he's a
fielder
good
also.
fielder.
He's
He's
a
a
good
good
fielder.
fielder.
You have to keep in mind in
He's
that.
not fit.
But
He's not fit.
maybe that is also a point, because most of the matches Rinku has been used as an impact player, and just after batting he used to shift to the dugout. So the problem is you are not exposed Rinku fully, because you have not nobody has seen Rinku fully. And this time Rinku got, I think, one or two matches where he got that space to go for the matches shots. Otherwise he didn't get so many balls also to play show his skills. So in all aspects, Rinku has not been displayed so well. Maybe I must say. So KKR's game plan means it is a very dicey thing. Means KKR itself actually gave Rinku the characteristic. We get to know about Rinku because of KKR, and it is now because of KKR Rinku might have missed the bus. So in both ways, it has affected him in both ways. Maybe that is
Very sad. But it took Mr. Baduri, it took 1 year for Rohit Sharma to say what he said about impact player. Why?
that is
Was
true.
he
That
doing
is true.
daydreaming?
It might be. It might be. That is true. Very true. It's very sad that Rinku should have been there. I always think that Rinku and the flow that he is in and the tempo he is in,
Absolutely.
because
No, no.
that is the problem.
I'm talking about Rohit Sharma
Look,
took 1 year.
I would like to disagree with that Rinku has not been selected because of KKR. A person who has an average of more than 180, strike rate of more than 180, and he has performed in all the matches in the past, the selectors could have easily selected him. It is not basis of they were anyway not selected on the basis of the performance of IPL. Rinku
So
was
why
always
didn't
on
you
the
name
team.
the team beforehand? If you're not
Yeah,
selecting players on the basis of
yeah,
IPL,
they could have. That's what I said yesterday. to you. They could have easily selected it. Rinku not being considered because of the IPL. It is rubbish. Rinku has performed well in the past and shown his potential, showed his class. He look KKR has nothing. Not the KKR should be concerned about the IPL performance. They use him as a finisher. Although he scored last year more than 470 runs, they used him as because he scored because the people top on the top order, Venkatesh Iyer and other people were not performing. So,
Yeah.
but this is a fault. I agree. Shreyas could have brought him, but Rinku not being considered because he not didn't play in IPL. It is not the fact he could have easily been selected in spite of that not being playing in the IPL regularly because he's not fit. Also, he is being saved so that he doesn't get injured himself further. So that if he's an availability required in the World Cup, he's safe for playing there. So it is if they cannot say that because of IPL we have not selected. Rinku was always in the team, but they preferred a spinning all rounder instead of him. That maybe because of the pitches they are expecting there in West Indies. That may be the reason.
All right, but whatever be the case, 2013, Mr. Baduri, we picked the team last time we won an ICC tournament, and it was picked on basis of IPL performance. So, do you think that will play a role this time? Because we are a little confused. We are saying IPL is a yardstick, and then we are not considered. Then how come Chahal is there in the team? He performed well, right? So, why this different yardsticks for different players? Why? Why can't it be the same yardstick? You also said Virat Kohli's form will be considered in the IPL before we take him. And now that he's in that list, elite list of, the highest scorer list. So, that's why he's there. Tell me something.
No, that is very true. Means I think even if you say that IPL might not be an yardstick, it will not be considered. You cannot ignore IPL as such because it's too big a tournament now in these days.
Ah,
But yeah, it's true. The last time also we gave too much importance to IPL and we suffered from that also because we took Venkatesh Iyer, we took Varun Chakravarti, and we saw what happened to them in the T20 World Cup at that stage. So I think there should be a balance of it. I hope that they did that thing because the domestic cricket should also be taken into consideration because of Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube has bowled quite well in the Ranji Trophy and the Vijay Hazare also. You have to remember that also. He might not be bowling in
yesterday he was
IPL.
bowling.
Yesterday only he bowled. I think that was his second over in this IPL when he got the wicket in the second ball. So, but in the
Because
Vijay
because
Hazare and
because Chahar got injured. That's why he got the opportunity.
that about but Shivam Dube bowled in the domestic cricket and he did well with his bowling also. So I think that they have given equal weightage to the domestic cricket also. I am sure about that because you cannot just go by IPL. It's too smaller tournament and it's instant something like this happens, of course. But you have to see long term benefits. And another thing is IPL pitches and US pitches will be so vastly different. So I don't think you can judge a player because of this IPL performance that he will do well over there. It will require different skill in the T20 World Cup. I'm sure about that. And for that, I think those Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli might be given an opportunity or given a priority because they had that experience to alter their games according to the situation, according to the pitches, which is also very much needed because we will be seeing very different cricket at the T20 World Cup. I'm sure about that.
All right, we'll see that. But Abhijit sir, do you think it's going to be like? Is it like this that Dhoni called up the board officials and said, "Okay, let's put Shivam Dube ahead of Rinku Singh"? Do you think that was possible?
Impossible.
Would have been possible.
No,
Let's look at the
impossible.
Rinku's number this time. What are the
No, no,
Rinku's number?
no,
What has he done
no, no,
so far
no.
in there?
Why you drag everywhere? Why we should drag everywhere? Dhoni everywhere. It's a selector's discretion. Selectors are
Dhoni has suggested
they are
names in
well
the past
qualified.
also.
Ajit,
Rahane played the Test series last time, the World Test Championship. Because Dhoni suggested his name.
Indranil, don't forget who selected Saurabh Ganguly, Raj Singh Dongarpur. There are lots of players who have been selected. They have not been
Samran
selected
Banerjee.
by
Samran
not
Banerjee selected him.
no. That was the East from the East zone. But
But
who
he
was the
was
chairman
he
of
was
the
the main. He was the
No,
main
no,
guy.
but the chairman of the committee was Raj Singh Dogarpur. So, and he made him the captain of during the Sahara Cup also. And NKP Salve also backed so many players who got up the opportunity. So the administrators, they have played a role, or Mr. Jagmohan Dalmi or Sharad Pawar. So it's not that the players can only decide the best options of who can play for India. So, but it is they are quite capable, and as far as Chahal and Kuldeep is concerned, they wanted to take two wrist spinners. So the two wrist spinners had to go because they cannot be dependent only on one wrist spinner. Though for a World Cup, it's very important to have two at least two wrist spinners in your squad. Of course, there is both the wrist spinners are not extraordinary fielders. That's anyway. You saw the standard of catching and fielding in this IPL, and of course amongst all the fielder, the whole team, who is the best fielder? That for you to judge. It's very easily you can judge who is the best fielder, who is an average fielder. Then comes to the point of the between Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel. Ravindra Jadeja was quite rusty during this IPL, but he has been he is an excellent fielder. He can anyway any day have send a good throw and a person can get run out. That may be a big factor for a tournament. And of course, he's a bowler from come batsman. And Akshar Patel, who batted at number one and number two, and last year also he also batted well, consistently batted well. So he was preferred over Rinku Singh because he's a bowler. Because he's a bowler. But if you ask me, as a finisher, because still we are dependent for a finisher's role only on Hardik Pandya or Shivam Dubey. But there will not be an impact player rule in T20 World Cup. We have to remember that. So either we play both of them and then one bowler short, or then we have to be dependent for the finisher's role exclusively on Hardik Pandya.
That's why he's vice captain. But Deepak Chahar, what does he do, man? I mean, all the time he gets injured. Mr. Bhaduri, what do we do with Deepak Chahar? I mean, he's not an express pace. I know this man again, Mayank Yadav has become IPL to IPL player. Although there are reports that he's given BCCI bowlers contract. This is a new thing which has come into the forefront. I think they should have a batter's contract also, in my opinion. But yeah, and but I am just wondering what is with Deepak Chahar? Why does he? I mean, IPL to IPL player, we're seeing it so much, and I've heard stories about how IPL team owners have also played it dirty by telling players go and do a vacation in Goa, don't bother to play Ranji Trophy, and that's why BCCI came out with this rule. You have to play. Okay, so franchisees have been doing this. This is what I call it malpractice, nothing else. I mean, more matches you play, better you get. That's how, and more muscle strength your muscle will gain. I mean, what's the point of sitting and holidaying in Goa? But what is with Deepak Chahar? Why does he get injured so much? I mean, this time also his injury is looking quite serious. That's what Stephen Fleming, former New Zealand captain and coach of CSK, said after the match.
Now, this is also strange because we now have much more injury management in place. You have a NCA where you can always go and have these things safe. But every time this someone or the other is breaking down, so this needs to be looked out because even the franchisee have a very huge support staff. I think some of the support staff are more than bigger than
Yes.
the team itself.
What?
So in spite of that, if people are players are breaking down, there must be something. You must have to look into that. So I'm not very sure what is happening behind this scene, but this is something which you have pointed out is very important. That why should people now be breaking down at this level, and when they know what to do, and when the support staff also know how to use them, the injury management, the workload management, so many words we are going to hearing every day. But in spite of this, things are happening. Mayank Jadhav is such a young boy. He has got the whole future in his hand. And even he is starting in a limping way. That's not the way we are looking at things. So I think that should also be looked into, no doubt about that.
Right. So this is how it is. Chennai, I mean, losing their track. The way they started off, look like a defending champion. They are defending champions, of course. MS Dhoni is there, but do you think there is something is missing in that squad? I think there's too much dependence on Shivam Dubey. Abhijit sir, what are your thoughts? And Dhoni is not
Look,
coming. And Dhoni like this is going to help his cause.
I was very surprised with one decision. I think you would have also observed yesterday. Samir Rizvi was sent as an impact player in that spinning track. Of course, he's a good player. He's an extra. When you have an excellent player like Darren Mitchell there, Moeen Ali there, and MSD himself there, these three players, he was sent beforehand. I don't know what he was debriefed. The way he played, of course, the spinners, both the spinners were Brar and Char, both were bowling very very good, very well. But what was the brief? Daniel Mitchell could have been sent. Moeen Ali could have been sent. Why Samir Rizvi and being sent as an impact player ahead of this player? Daniel Mitchell is an excellent player of spin, and the way he has performed in this IPL. So, and in that middle overs, they lost the track. And as I told you, Mr. Ruturaj Gaikwad is modeled, his batting is modeled around Virat Kohli. So he's our future Virat Kohli. He will score lots of runs, but he is not, he also was slow, but his style is like that. He starts well, then slowly that he tries to stabilize. He's that sort of player. But that the ideal player should have been either Darren Mitchell or Moeen Ali or MSD himself. This was a good opportunity because although MSD is little bit not so comfortable against spin, people say that. So then Darren Mitchell and Moeen Ali was there. So they lost the track in that way, and they got entrapped in their own plan because there was a spinning track as per the requirement of the Chennai bowlers. So, but I think Punjab spinners were excellent yesterday, and they make them win the game. They took 4 wickets. Both of them shared 4 wickets and hardly gave any runs as per the IPL average this year. And so by that time, because this is a 180, 180, 190 wicket, and they were only able to score 162 or 163. So it was very easy going for Punjab. They planned it well and they won the match.
All right. Do you think Punjab, Mr. Baduri, will go all the way to the top four? I mean, it's a Himalayan task. Run rate and all that factors will be there. But as it happens every year, towards the fag end, the business end, what we call it, it gets so interesting, the battle. And how do you reckon this time it will shape out for Punjab? I mean, that win over Kolkata, I mean, that was the best match. I mean, they said SRH RCB match where 266 and all that runs were scored, and they got really close RCB. But this match was truly special. Chasing down that many runs with so much of excitement. It was a brilliant. It was the best match, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a very different type of matches that happened at Eden Garden because so long we are used to see some 200 plus matches. I think 4 or 5 matches went there, 200 plus. Both the teams scored 200. After that, you get such a competition where the ball and bat has it. I think is a much more in synchronizing situation in that match, and there you get to see both of them have to show their ability, and that's where it actually a game of cricket that way because it's not that only one the batters are only playing and the bowlers are using as a just a pawn or something. So that is very interesting. It is very interesting game. That's the game which people generally I think should enjoy because there is something for both the batters and the bowlers in that match. That was a good match.
But where do you see Punjab going?
I don't see Punjab going to the top four. I don't see. They might be winning
All
one
right.
or two more matches, but I don't think so.
Abhijit sir, Chennai going to the top
Yeah,
four.
they have still lots of chances. 4 matches are left, I think. 10 matches are over. The 4 matches left. Their next match is with Punjab in Dharamshala, and then another 3 matches. Punjab has tough matches. Punjab has Chennai, RR, RCB, and SRH. All tough matches. So I think Chennai still have an opportunity, and with the brain of mentoring of Dhoni being there, they will.
Hmm.
The worry is their bowling. I think, as far as I know, Mustafizur is leaving today. After this match, Mustafizur will not be there. So will their bowling will further weaken. So that's a matter of worry because and as far as Jadeja is also not bowling extraordinarily well. So bowling will be a matter of worry. Otherwise, they have lots of batting options, Darren Mitchell and all the batsmen and Moeen Ali and all that. But bowling, if Mustafizur goes, then what they are already tried as one some international bowler yesterday. I don't know the name that guy who was bowling yesterday. I'm forgetting the name. He bowled reasonably well, but without Mustafizur, the pace attack will be weakened. So that will be a matter of worry.
I think Dhoni is missing the trick by not picking the right guys and right bowlers. There are few in Delhi like me who are there. He should consider. I mean, age should
You are
not be
from
the
Mars,
criteria.
actually. You are from Mars, actually. So you are not from this earth.
Why?
By
Why
your
do you
looks,
say that?
by your looks also look from Mars.
No,
You're from other planet.
Look, that
So
fact that
yes,
I'm strong, you're jealous. I know. I'm
no, no,
still
no,
so
no.
strong
You,
and can play a
you,
50
you,
I
over
I
match.
heard
you,
Stephen Spielberg
you
is
look
also
like
looking good.
you look
He
like a character of the Hrithik Roshan movie, where that the character. So you
Your
look
body
that
shaming,
probably that
son,
character.
it's not allowed here.
Uh,
Your body shaming,
it's
this
a
is not allowed.
personal
No.
rapport with we have.
It might, no. It should not be body shaming, sir. That's not right.
It
Correct.
is a personal
But
rapport which we have. That's why I'm taking advantage of that.
some people are
Person,
good
no,
and they choose to be good, which is why you choose your path, right? I'm good. I choose to be good. I choose to be a good bowler. No one.
the
I don't
problem
care
is that
what
you feel
others are saying.
the
People
the
will say stuff
problem
when you're doing your
the
stuff in the right way. They'll be
the
jealous.
problem with
There'll be a
it,
lot of voices. You
you
have to
should not
know
think
how
you
to
are too
avoid
good.
them.
You should not think that
All
you are
right, I
too
don't
good.
want to get. I generally believe in playing rather than talking. Right.
Hmm.
Believe in taking wickets rather than saying things. So that's how it should be. Cricket should be played, not spoken. And we
You are
speak a
able to
lot.
take wickets of 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds. That's okay. So there are no 10-year-olds.
age
12,
group cricket.
yeah, you can be
Which
the
is your
mentor.
cricket? It doesn't matter. Sachin played for India when he was 16. So there are kids
But
who are
Uh,
good.
so
so
Indranil is
The
you
also
are.
fact that
good
I
now.
can
He can
compete
play.
with them, the fact that I
Hmm.
can compete with them, that itself is a huge thing.
They
Can
use
you?
you as they
Can
use
you?
you as
Just by
the
playing
grandfather.
badminton like Jitendra doesn't make you an athlete, sir.
No, no, no. You have not seen me playing. You come and play. I will beat you in love. So
I'm not a badminton player. I'm a cricket player. This is
cricket player
cricket
also
calling, sir.
mediocre. It's absolute mediocrity. That's that by seeing you, I can see that what is that that is the problem with the Indian pace attack. There is no new pacers coming up because then when
You
you
get
go and
wickets.
you when you go and bowl in the nets, how will the
Uh,
other youngsters come get the opportunity to bowl in the nets? They
no,
get
but
discouraged. They get
this is
demonetized.
net.
So
Even the
that's
net
the
bowler
problem.
has become a racket. Selecting
Look,
net bowler is also become a racket because you get
no,
paid
no.
there, and there's
One
a
net bowler.
commission there also who is getting you the
Le-
set the job. Huh?
there is one net bowler who is being talked about. Let me tell you, that person's name is Mahesh Kumar. He is a net bowler for SRH. He's in the Karnataka RCB also, and he's very similar to Bumrah. His action is very similar to Bumrah. He bowls Yorkers and like Bumrah only. But I don't know. He's already 27-year-old, so but he's being discussed a lot. Loud.
When
If
when
we say
when Bumrah burst into the scene, that's the story, Mr. Baduri, and Parthiv told Virat that there is a guy called Bumrah. He bowls well. He said, "Kitne aaye, kitne gaye." Similar thing was said about the MS Dhoni also when one of our journalists told him that from our fraternity told Saurav that there is a guy called Dhoni who's very good. Kitne aaye, kitne gaye. So you should
No,
respect talent because they are going to take over.
I totally disagree. Dhoni was given opportunity to bat up the order by
And
Saurabh
later on,
Ganguly.
obviously,
Yeah,
later on, when we
No,
saw
no, no.
him, this
Don't put words in the
hearsay,
mouth of Saurabh
hearsay.
Ganguly. So it is not Saurabh Ganguly.
He's a friend. You're a friend. You're
No,
biased.
no, not
You're
biased.
biased, sir.
Saurav Ganguly gave him
You are
opportunity.
biased, sir.
Saurav Ganguly got to know that that's a batsman who wicket
Later on,
batsman.
later stages, I'm talking
No,
about
no, no, no.
initial stages.
His role is there. His role is there, and a very constructive role in Mahendra Singh Dhoni's career. So don't deny that.
Later on. Initially, we know how they feel. They see I remember talking to one of the cricketers when people
he
post their
didn't he
videos
didn't say
on
he
social
didn't
media. They
say
say
kitna hai, he didn't say kitna hai kitne ka hai. You about Dhoni. That is for sure.
he did. One of our
No,
journalists, our friend, I trust
no,
him
no,
more than anyone else.
no, no, no.
And
I
sir,
don't trust you.
sir, no. You have to trust me. Trust factor, faith is something we
No,
have to
no,
carry
no.
all the time. But Mr.
Don't.
Baduri, before we shut the shop for today, your thoughts? Who's going to be the X factor tonight?
It will be again Samju Samson. He will be deciding factor for them.
The Samson factor.
Factor.
Absolutely. Let's get the top 11 picks because Avijit sir is very defensive right now. And in T20, you can't be defending. You have to just swing the bat.
He was smashing
Let's
you,
see the ball
no?
and swing
Left,
the
right,
bat.
I
and
was
center, he
smashing.
was
My
smashing.
swing,
You're a very
you got
defensive. You're
smashed
not
already.
fit for T20. Sir, you're
You
not
are
fit
already
for
smashed.
T20.
You are
Because
already
of your
smashed.
age, you're defensive.
You have already
You
went
already
for 40
smashed.
runs in 2 overs.
You got already
All right,
hit
let's see the top 11 picks
on the
right now.
knuckles.
Yes, it's of course Travis Head. He's become a headache as we keep talking about. Abhishek Sharma will take probably a year or so to be in the Indian team. We have Jaiswal. I don't know how he got into after 100 against Mumbai other night. He's just been given a ticket. I think it's a very lucky ticket he's got. I don't know how much success he'll give India in that World Cup, which is coming our way. Butler, named the captain of the England side, defending champion captain. What a player. He's already scored 200s in this IPL, total 700s. All 700s have got the team to win. Sanju Samson as our favorite toast of the nation right now, the way he's batting, the consistency level, too good. Klassen is a class, as we talk about. Nitish Reddy, he is really catching up fast with Hardik Pandya, the way he's bowling and batting with same intensity is good, really. Child, being rewarded for a beautiful spell of bowling, taking top order wickets in this IPL, and that's why he's up there in our top picks. And Cummins, of course, the world champion captain, bowls and bats with same intensity, bowling all rounder. Love to see him doing something really special. Trent Bolt, the way he takes those wickets in the power play, truly special. And Sandeep Sharma, I mean, look at the way he's come up. I mean, he's bowling well, he's looking good. He can bowl those in-swing Yorkers the way he got Stoinis out other days. Stoinis was coming and playing that match after scoring 100, and suddenly was truly marvelous. That gem for delivery. It looked like a lot of people criticized it. Then how can you get out after scoring 100? But that's how cricket is. It's never the bowler. It's always the ball. Mr. Sarkar, thanks for coming on the show. Cricket Calling, and Mr. Baduri for sharing your thoughts tonight. We'll see another action-packed thriller. And hopefully we'll be talking about it tomorrow with great energy. Thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy IPL. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.